tournament. So tomorrow we'll be playing down in Chillicothe to start the conference tournament. First, Moms and Fast Food tastes a heck of a lot better after a long night of partying and drinking than it does 3-4 nights a week. It's true. So we're glad that Moms isn't the only option for dinner for students on campus. We obviously have Lowry, it's the most popular option for dinner on campus, but still some students tend to miss Lowry due to various extracurricular activities on a consistent basis. So to be fair to all students, Lowry should be open later. First, we'll look at the problem with Lowry, with the Lowry dinner schedule now. Second, we'll talk about how I plan to change the dinner schedule. Third, I'll talk about the other late night options, how they leave students at an unhealthy disadvantage. And lastly, I'll tell you what you guys can do to help me make this change happen. First, the problem then. Student athletes and non-athletes tend to miss Lowry on a consistent basis at times due to various reasons. Worcester's athletic teams practice at different times and have unusual game times that tend to make athletes miss a chance at Lowry. Lowry's dinner from 5 till 8. So on an interview with Brett DeWester on April 16th, he's a pitcher for our baseball team, he was quoted as saying, "Moms has nowhere near the amount of healthy options as Lowry's main dining hall has. Lowry also provides students with an all-you-can-eat type option, buffet obviously as you guys know, which means a lot for one swipe as opposed to using flex or other options." Mr. DeWester was also quoted as saying, on the same interview, "Eating at Mom's consistently causes adverse health effects that are unhealthy for the student mind." So yes, he's acknowledging that there are other options at dinner if you are to miss Lowry. So let's go into those. Another member of our team, Shane Gallagher, in an interview on April 16th, was quoted as saying, "I mean, I'm lucky to have friends that can pay for me or spot me at Mom's because last year I ran out of flex for 3 weeks left, and this year I'm doing the same." So Mom's causes 3 main problems. It's unhealthy, one overall. It causes a different type of payment as flex dollars, and third, it has a very small menu compared to Lowry. So this forces students to exercise different options. There's another option, the C-Store. It's also open late, open until midnight. It has an even smaller menu and pricier items compared to a meal swipe at Lowry. Other off-campus options for dinner if you're to miss Lowry are McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, anything close, as you guys know. But those cause 2 problems. It's yet another different payment type. It's real money instead of flex or a meal swipe, obviously. And transportation becomes an issue as well. Not everybody has a car at their expense, so they can drive to places like that and have dinner. So, for example, spending $6 on food at McDonald's for a meal equates to well over $6 for a meal at Mom's. This adds up quickly, and before students know it, they're out of flex before the semester's over, and they're forced to exercise other options, use real money at places like McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, and even Chipotle is real popular on campus. So how serious is this problem actually? Well, students, athletes, and non make a huge decision to come here to college at Worcester, and they're frankly mistreated if they're unable to have a balanced meal consistently every day of the week at their main dining hall. It causes them to not reach their highest potential. They won't be at the top of their game either in the classroom or out of the classroom. They need this post-game, post-practice, post-meal, or post-class meal to refuel and recover after a long taxing day. So this definitely pertains to all of you guys, the staff and the students here. Athletes, obviously, because they miss because of practice and games. Non-athletes participate in other extracurriculars that cause conflict when trying to get to Lowry on time. And especially the staff. Even Dr. Wick would attest to this. She'd much rather deal with healthy, energized, awake students than those who are not. So finally, to my solution. Lowry's dinner schedule should be rearranged to either being open from 6 to 9 p.m. in the evenings or 5 to 9, Monday through Friday. So in an interview with Chuck Wagers, head of dining services here at the college, he said on April 27th, 2012, he said that changing the dinner hours at Lowry could cause some challenges, but he certainly would like to accommodate to students' dining needs whenever possible. I asked him about the fact that employees would have to possibly work later to attend to this new dinner schedule. And he said he would have to look at the numbers He wasn't able to completely answer the question at the time, but he said that there was hope that employees would possibly be interested in working these longer hours, but fewer of these long hour shifts. He then broke the typical day for a Lowry employee working the dinner. He broke it down for me. He said, with the current 5 to 8 p.m. dinner service, the staff would start their shift at 2, work a 3-hour preparation until dinner, then work at 5 through 8, work through dinner, and then there's a 2-hour cleanup post-dinner. So that'd be them leaving at 10. It's fairly late enough. After my talk with Chuck, I felt that he gave me the feeling that 10 p.m. versus 11 p.m., if they were to work that 1 extra hour until 9, 10 p.m. versus 11 p.m., it wouldn't be the end of the world. I don't think it's honestly that big of a difference. It's that much later. He then acknowledged that yes, there were other late night options such as Mom's, C-Store, that students can use, but then he posed the question to me. Does Mom's menu need to be possibly changed to add other nutritional value, a different variety for athletes and not? And I answered with a resounding yes. So at this point, you guys might be asking a few questions. Actually, first, how do I know this will work? Well, because it has other places. I researched other schools in the conference, such as DePaul. I actually took a visit there when I was doing my college search, and they have the same type of Lowry-type dining hall, and it's open until midnight, as opposed to our 8. Same buffet type, all different variety for just one meal swipe. So it works there. So as well as at Denison, they have 2 different dining halls, open similar hours, but they have 2 dining halls, which adds gives some flexibility to the students. Oberlin has their main dining hall, which is also open slightly later than we have at Lowry. So at this point, you guys might be asking, what's wrong with these other options for late night or for dinner? Well, Mom's, obviously, I said, it provides unhealthy costs, time costs, waiting for food when students could be doing other things, and monetary costs. People run out of flex when they can't use the swipe at Lowry. They run out of flex. They're forced to use real money out of their pocket. So how often do people actually miss Lowry? This is probably the main question. Well, it could be often. It could be not as often for some. But this is definitely a problem that I see that could be fixed and could just add more flexibility for everyone. Would this cause employees to work later? Well, yes. As I said before, the 10 p.m. versus 11 p.m. departure time for Lowry employees working dinner would be possibly an issue, but after my meeting with Chuck, I didn't feel that it would be the end of the world. So now let's look back. If we were to follow my plan, it would allow students to have a healthy, well-balanced meal consistently throughout the week, as well as an even more flexible schedule than they have already. So after a long, busy, taxing day, they should be able to have confidence that they could have a healthy, well-balanced meal at Lowry to end their day. So we can change this problem by helping make this reality. You guys can sign my petition that I have over here to change Lowry's dinner hours from either 5 to 9 p.m. or from 6 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And you guys can show your support by signing that petition, and I'll pass it on to Mr. Chuck Wagers with the hope and hunger for change. If you guys have any questions? Yes, Adriana.
When you refer to flex as not real money, what does that mean?
Sorry, that must have been confusing then. I meant flex it's obviously money given to you by the college, but so it was, I mean, it goes along with meal swipes.
It's your parents' money.
Well, so is everything else though. I'm talking, there's flex, there's a Lowry swipe flex, and then there's real money out of your pocket.
Well, that's what I learned back.
So I don't understand your question then.
The question is, why do you not refer to flex, Lowry money, and Mom's money as real money?
I think I was thinking more along the lines of the real money, like the cash out of your pocket that you'd spend at McDonald's, that you spend at Chipotle. It's not money that works here on campus. It's not money. It's not a meal swipe. It's not flex that you can use at Mom's C-store or anywhere else. That's what I think of that. Sorry if that was confusing. Discussing.
Did you interview any of the Lowry workers?
I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't. Yeah, definitely follow up.
Well, Mom's does have a healthy menu side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think of the selection there, or do you think it should be expanded? Or do you think that the health menu side should be extended past the 11 o'clock time, which it shuts down? Because I feel like after 11 or sometimes then it just goes like late night. What do you feel about that?
Well, I definitely agree with you. I definitely think that the amount of healthy options that they have now would definitely benefit students if it was open later, if it was open the whole time that the rest of the menu was. But then again, I look back at the menu as a whole. It's very small compared to the variety of foods that they have at Lowry. And do I see some change that needs to happen at the Mom's menu? Yes. Could that be a start by making the healthy option they have now open the whole time? Yeah, I think so.
I think the thing you can do is there was a newly formed food council committee that works with Chuck Rogers and Marion Shrimp. You can talk to him about getting on that council because I'm also a part of the council. We directly affect what is being served in Lowry. Like the suggestions of the council influences what they serve. We think it's nasty, we don't serve it anymore. We think we should implement something to implement that. So I thought you should talk to Chuck Rogers about that council.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that, but yes, I think that would be a good idea. Sam?
Did Chuck Wagers ever talk about the actual business side of being open the extra hour and the cost benefit of it?
He didn't. He didn't go into detail. Sorry if that was confusing as well. I said he when I tried to attempt to get some kind of answer out of him after asking that question, he kind of like leaned back in his chair and didn't really answer. I wish he did. I wish he gave me the time that he could actually like break it down, look at the numbers, and give me more details. But he wasn't able to at the time.
Do you think there should be like any benefit for employees for working that extra hour? Like, should they get extra money or?
I definitely think that's possible. That definitely goes into the details though. But going back to, I do think it would be popular if employees were to work these longer shifts, but fewer of them. So that's what I think about that. Adriana? Yeah.
Do you think it'd still be possible to have Lowry open at 7?
Starting open at 7?
Yeah.
That wasn't a part of my plan, but it's possible. I was looking for that extra hour, that extra later hour, for those who are doing stuff throughout the afternoon. If it's late, they miss it, or something like that. That extra late hour, I think, is